What's shaking, you jive turkeys? This is an order of opinion, bitch.
Bitch.
And today we're going over the Just Shit League.
Yeah, we're pimp walking with Batman all the way to Superman's house to talk about our moms.
He's like, Alfred, I got low T. I just figured it out.
I can't move in this goddamn suit. It's made
It's like,
of fucking foam.
when'd you stop being my fucking butler? Cut my balls and make me a Fernie Brinker.
I'm the one who killed your parents so we could be together forever, Master Bruce.
Look at all the weight I've lost, and I've somehow shedded 20 years off my life from the last movie.
How are we the same age, Master Bruce? I've known you since you were a boy. Do you like my combat boots? I've never left the Batcave.
Do you remember when we used to just fight fags in spandex with question marks on them?
Yeah, those are the days.
That guy made his wife kill himself. Just like I hope you would do if you ever got a wife so we could be together forever.
So yeah, remember the time we fought the governor of California and he tried to freeze us?
He's like stuck in your stomach on the wall. That's how you lose weight at 78. It's the worst German accent in the history of mankind.
Get me a funny branca. Alfred.
Yeah, like for this movie, I wish I was fucking 80% CGI and like died in slow motion. I wouldn't want Lex Luthor to fuck my dead body and make some like gonorrhea baby.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
That was sort of fucking weird.
Can
like,
that guy just never shave his head for any other role?
Bro,
Because he
imagine
looks
if
like
the
a dick.
comics drew this version of Lex Luthor and that version of... Because it, like, in the fuck... we're going off topic already, but sort of. But in the comics, like, gonorrhea, fucking Doomsday... Well, not Doomsday. Is it Doomsday?
Gonorrhea.
Is it Doomsday? I think it's Doomsday, right?
Yeah, something like...
Because Hulk has, like...
Yeah, it's Doomsday.
Like,
it's
sexual
not,
domination, whatever that dude's name is. Fucking... What, Doomsday, right?
Doomsday.
He looks like a Greek god that, like, suffered an extremely bad suntan. That's it. Apparently I was wrong. It more looks like fucking a gargoyle raped Santa.
Yeah, it does.
But enough of fucking Willy Wonka, Lex Zuckerberg. Let's fucking...
Dude, if they make a Justice League / Suicide Squad movie, it will be Willy Wonka.
He's fucking Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Like, he would have been a better Willy Wonka than Johnny Depp. He'd probably be a better woman abuser than Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I think we'd accept it more in society.
Yeah.
Apparently we've accepted Johnny Depp abusing people.
Dude, I just said that
himself.
I said that to my family over Thanksgiving. I'm like, these people are leaving their jobs.
By the way, hold on. By the way, if you hear any, like, sounds in the background of our shit, like, we can't avoid it. We had new neighbors move in, and I don't think they speak English. I'm not sure what kind of Latin country they're from. But if you hear noises in the background, that's just the demon childs that they have and the souls of the other dead ones that they had. They have a Dia de los Muerte in their fucking house every day.
Yeah, pretty much. But,
So, yeah.
But yeah, I was just saying to my mom, fucking, how come all these dudes are losing their jobs over alleged sexual harassment? And Johnny Depp for sure hit his wife, and he's still getting movies.
Because she's in movies. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as she makes it out okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, so we're talking about fucking Just Shit League, and that's gonna spark off our whole series on fucking DC, the dry cunt comics universe, the DCEU,
The dry cunt universe. Sounds like some lesbian orgy. Or an old lesbian orgy.
Yeah, so we're gonna do all the movies there. We're gonna do whatever is in there. What is that? Fucking Man of Steel, Batverse S.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And goddamn Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we're doing that. That's what we're doing. That's what we've chosen to do.
I thought Transformers was bad. This is...
At least in Suicide Squad, it was an MS-13 wannabe gangster. That the only people he killed that they showed he killed was his wife and children.
And a bunch of inmates.
Well, yeah, when he got pissed off.
So I guess he was
What
actually...
I'm saying is the only other time he got pissed off is when he killed his wife and his children.
Yeah, she was going to leave him because he was living that gangbanger life.
I think that's what this one was missing, a big flaming Inca.
Well, it did sort of have that.
I mean, there was definitely a flamer. That was Alfred.
And I'm pretty sure Steppenwolf was supposed to be an Inca in this
one.
one.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But yeah, we're doing the whole dry cunt universe, and sorry, somebody apparently has like 4 18s in the back of their trunk just fucking slapping right now. We're doing that. Check out our previous episodes. If we're only on 2 platforms because we're fucking we're terrible and we don't give a shit.
Or we only know about 2 platforms. Let's put it that way.
Whatever Lipson puts as default, that's what we have.
Find them.
we wanted both to be SoundCloud rappers, so we kept our shit on SoundCloud. I think we have like over 2,000 plays and like maybe 55 are real.
Yeah.
Real people, I mean.
Well, no, 300 and some of them are real and they're all on Tokyo Drift.
So doesn't that make you... Fuck you. Fuck you. That sort of makes you question, right? Like, are all these downloads or plays on SoundCloud even real?
Yeah, right? I mean...
Or did you just put the right tag in and a bunch of assholes were like, I don't even know how bots work. Why do bots exist? I don't even get it.
Yeah, the spider bots that just troll the internet
to
like find
the Minority
content.
Report spiders just like walking your fucking... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're on SoundCloud and iTunes. That's I think we're on Stitcher. I don't even know what Stitcher does or what they are. I don't even think it's a company.
No, it isn't. It's just a building.
Yeah, it's just a building, a tower. Popeye runs it.
Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Popeye's chicken.
What's the guy in Popeye that's like... I feel like... I remember Popeye the cartoon. I feel like there was this frumpy ass dude that used to eat cheeseburgers all the time.
Yeah.
Did that exist?
Yeah.
Was that in Popeye?
Dude, what was it? Wimpy.
Didn't he run the light tower or the tower for the radio?
I don't know about that.
I feel like he ran the radio tower in the fucking cartoon, and that's what Stitcher is.
Is Wimpy eating cheeseburgers and fucking running Stitcher?
Yeah. That's what it is.
He's like, I'll pay you Tuesday for a download.
But wherever
today.
you're at, follow and fucking subscribe to our shit and shout our shit out. Like, we're on Facebook and Twitter too. You can follow us there, but shout our shit out on all those stupid ass groups. If you're on Reddit, be like, hey, do you wish that you weren't gay? Here's a show that'll make you feel that way. And put that.
And then we'll send you some links that'll make you feel sort of gay.
In the flash from Reddit, be like, I'm not gay.
It's like, I'm just autistic and Jewish.
Yeah, speaking of autistic, fucking my new favorite show on TV is, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, is The Rap Game.
Yeah, that shit goes hard. Jermaine Dupree.
Which is basically should be called fucking What Child Life Do I Ruin Next? Jermaine Dupree.
Like, how many old rappers...
And then how do I exploit it when he's young?
Yeah, and how can I contractually get my old rappers to be on my show?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, does So Def, do they fall within the child labor laws?
I don't know how it goes when you're in the fame.
Because Bow Wow looks like he had like mental and emotional turmoil.
I mean,
he's like, look, I lie about my money. I permanently look 13. I don't even know how fucking old Bow Wow is. Is he like 29? He's like, the best thing I've done in my career is Tokyo Drift for that goddamn hick.
And you know how
like, when I sucked Bow Wow's dick, I didn't even need ketchup on it.
Didn't need wabake. No, did you know that Bow Wow too? The last actual, I guess you could call it a mixtape because he hasn't done a record in a while. But the last mixtape he did was with Soulja Boy. It was a joint mixtape. So that's
how
where
do
his
you know that,
goes.
or like, how do you? Are you looking that up? Do you have a scroll of his fucking?
No, because like 3 or 4 weeks ago, something about me wanted to know why the fuck Bow Wow's still famous, and so I was like, well,
that's because he like hosts shows.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, he's 29, but he still looks 15.
Yeah, he could do TRL or something.
And he could say the N-word when he wants. We'd have to bleep it out.
Or maybe we do. We're not quite sure what his race is yet.
I remember watching 106 in Park when it was actually like relevant and fun, when they would do like Freestyle Fridays, and that's how Jin made a career that no one cared about and shit like that. It like, you could tell what 106 in Park had to start becoming to be anything famous.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, it was, like, all, like, Southern rap videos and shit like that in the top 10. Then all of a sudden, like, fucking NSYNC pops up. Like, oh, yeah, number 3 today, we got NSYNC singing Pop.
Yeah, when BET started playing shit that wasn't black entertainment, it got sort of weird.
They're like, yeah, look, we have Joaquin Phoenix's new song. It's number 9.
He wrote it with his beard.
Him and Daylight fucked Puff Daddy when he made it.
And yes, Puff Daddy was wearing the jacket from that music video.
He just chewed on their ball sack with his dolphin teeth.
Is it still all about the Benjamins, or is it all about dick for Puff Daddy? Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, but Jermaine Dupree, like, I feel like if he wasn't a rap mogul millionaire, the way he dresses and his fucking squidbilly teeth, like, he looks like he'd be the type of person that would lure your children. He's like, look, I know you have talent. Come here. I have a tricked out van.
And his teeth make it really hard, I imagine,
Yeah.
to be a blinged out rapper. Because, like I was telling you, he doesn't get a grill. He just gets a bunch of, like, he has so many gaps, he just gets caps on each tooth.
Yeah.
So
like, you could tell his diet was Cheetos, and juice boxes his whole fucking life.
And when they were feeling nutritious, they went with hot Cheetos. Because that powder has chili powder in it. Good for you.
Yeah, and he looks like a fucking child. Like, if he wasn't a millionaire doing what he's doing, because, like, he literally, it feels like nowadays works exclusively with kids. Because when the fuck do you ever hear, like, oh, Jermaine Dupree and the new fucking... who signed to So Def?
I don't know that anyone...
Is Ludacris still on? Is he on So Def?
I think Ludacris probably has his own imprint by now.
He's like, yo, he kept wanting to make Atlanta songs, and he wanted to be behind me when I recorded. Man,
I
you're
didn't
messing up
like
my
that.
lines.
This was
Like, every line of mine is a metaphor. Or a simile.
He's like,
I'm just going to do Fast and Furious now. Tyrese's head is better than Jermaine Dupree's bald head.
Ooh, who knows?
But now he wants me to pay his fucking child support. I'm like, bitch, I'm Luda.
He's like, what you gonna do? He's like, I had to act a fool.
Oh, God. Yeah, and either way, it's a child rap competitive show, essentially, on Lifetime. So obviously it's, like, not about hip-hop, and there's no priority into black culture or whatever the fuck they're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just literally about children, because apparently women love watching things about children. Like, have you noticed that women love watching children, like, in things? That's why Harry Potter and Twilight are popular, is because of, it's not the 16, 18-year-olds, it's the 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
That are soaking that shit up.
No, it's true. It makes the cat lady's pussy wet to watch some young dudes pretend to be vampires. I'll tell you that much.
It's like they're trying to relive their virginity.
Well, did they ever lose it?
No, that's what I mean. Well, if they had kids, you obviously lost your virginity.
Oh, yeah, but I was thinking...
I'm just like, they're like, before they got the dirty dick of reality, it's that they're trying to relive if they were virgins again.
No, it's true.
Because as you know, as a guy, like, if a girl has sex before she's 18, like, for some reason they get lost into the fucking dick fucking flash time continuum.
You can pretty much tell what's on a girl's mind too based on what she watches. Because it's either kids or murder. So girls are just planning on murdering their kids or taking their kids and murdering me. I don't know.
Right? And like, he has challenges every week where it seems like Jermaine Dupree just, like, smokes a backwood with no weed in it, and is like, all right, what will the kids get me hard for to watch them do?
Bro, it's like Shannon Sharpe taking out the black and mild.
Come on, Skip. I know I look like a centaur, but I'm black.
And mild. That's why I need one of these.
Hey, you bitch with the big titties. You want to put the black mild between your cleavage and smoke it?
Don't put your nipple now.
I got them woods, Skip. Skip
is like, well, Shannon, I suppose you're gonna smoke that in the studio, even though that's been illegal in California for like 50 years.
You know, I was the backup pick for Green Goblin. I don't know anything about sports, but I'm gonna pretend to know things. And I didn't play sports, nor do I like that stats thing. What is stats?
What are stats?
I'm just gonna say LeBron sucks.
Look, I'm not saying that I disagree with you, and I'm not even going to pretend to know what it's like to be a black athlete. But I don't fuck with black and milds.
Yeah, so,
This is what he says every time. He's like, I'm not going to pretend to know.
Skip!
Come on, Skip!
Skip,
you know you're a black athlete. What the fuck did I ever do?
Well, Shannon, I have to admit, when I look at the bottom of your feet and the top of your feet, you look like a dinosaur.
And all I remember from my college ball days was learning about dinosaurs.
I swear to God, like if you only saw Shannon Sharpe sit down, you would assume it was a horse body behind his fucking upper body. He looks like a fucking centaur or a minotaur, whatever the fuck. Is a centaur the one that stands on two legs?
No, that's a minotaur.
That's a minotaur.
No, minotaur is the one with the bull head and the human feet. because that's a thing.
Oh, so that's Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Or is that Shannon Sharpe? Because actually his face sort of looks like the Chicago Bull logo.
What do you get when you get Shannon Sharpe and Idris Elba combined?
A very scary looking black man.
Is that Thanos?
Oh god. By the way, that trailer's raw as fuck. Holy shit. Go check out the Marvel Infinity Wars trailer. Like, if you are a Marvel geek, you probably nutted inside of yourself. I don't even know how that's possible.
Well, I mean...
You, like, nutted in yourself and it came out your own butt. You, like, committed gay sex acts on yourself.
Yeah. Your body gave itself a vasectomy so that you could nut in your own ball sack.
Oh, God. But anyways, fucking rap game. The rap game, right? It's almost like what I do when I'm fucking on one at night. Is fucking go through the inner walls of YouTube to see all these satanic and shitty fucking YouTube rappers. It's the most entertaining thing in the world. That's how you could tell. Jermaine Dupree just gets high and watches YouTube. He's like, oh yeah, this fucking kid has like 1 million views.
Right? What was the little street pump?
Yeah, no, it's street pump.
Street doctor.
Street bud.
Street bud.
He's like, street.
I'm always gonna be street.
He's fucking. He is the Flavor Flav of child rappers.
No, he's the black 12 inches of snow, bro. Like, that's what he looks like. He has the same glasses and everything.
And it's like the show is like, yeah, not only do you have to pick those rappers, you have to deal with their fucking meth smoking parent managers too.
Oh God, right? And the creepy ones too. He's like, yeah, I've been managing Michelle since she was 4.
Right?
I don't know her. I was not part of her family.
I thought she looked 18. I tried to fuck her at first, and I found out she's a 13-year-old child rapper, and I still tried to fuck her.
He's like, then I thought, hey, maybe I can make some money off this bitch.
And it's like these parent managers haven't accepted like their kids are whack as fuck.
No.
Like they can't accept that they're just like terrible.
No.
And so they are so involved in their lives of like pushing them what to do that their kids are antisocial and like codependent. Like, you know that their kids have no other friends other than their parents.
Probably not, huh? Because they seem to be really wrapped up with them. Like that, and you see it in their attitudes. Like, every time they get criticism, they're like, no, that's not what my mom says.
Well, it's highly entertaining, because the way JD picks him, it's like, whoever he's willing to take his sunglasses off for and touch inappropriately. He's like, all right, you're number 1 on my hit list.
He's like, you get signed if you ever get to see my eyes.
And it's like funny because every time they interview him, they're like, all right, make sure to get him on a 6-foot chair so he looks 3 feet. He's like wearing his fucking... He's wearing his youth large fucking baller jacket, like, and his little sunglasses. He's like, these are too big for my little head. And every time he does an interview, it's like he's trying to hype up a song. And he, like, gives weird, like, compliments and suggestions to people. Like, it's always, like, a put-down with a compliment. He'd be like, yo, I was watching on tape and I saw Street Bud like to piss when he sits down. I was like, that's kind of gross, but I got to give you credit for that. It's original. It's what the kids want.
Yeah, dude, and it always comes as, like,
he gets credit from me.
A backhanded compliment. Yeah. Like, at the time, he's like, why would she come at a judge like that? I don't know. It was really disrespectful to do in my house. But I'm going to give her credit because it was original.
And I told that Asian bitch, it's the rap game. I'm going to wear it every time you see me in every scene.
I was like, look, this Asian bitch doesn't have a soul. No one cares. It's original. His assistant doesn't have a soul.
He had TK on the deleted season, but he like clapped all the rappers and fucking made the parent managers as hitmen and drug dealers. He like hypnotized them with their gang signs. You're like, how did you do that with those fingers? Yeah, speaking of dead children, Zach Snyder, oh wait, she was an adult, right?
Yeah, I guess she was.
Justice League probably killed some children with the penetration of pure retardation that they did, bro.
Well, I mean, the parents...
excuse me. I gave it a 3.
You gave it
because it was
3?
fucking trash.
Okay.
I tried to like it. You remember when we watched it the second time? I tried to reason it. I was like, you know what, bro? It wasn't like... And then I started thinking when I got home, I was like, that was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
It was.
I hated
fucking
it.
Bad.
It's a fucking 3.
Okay, well,
it's a fucking 3. Which is, I hope Zack Snyder's next kid lives past that age.
Jesus.
That's what the score stands for.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. Not exactly much better, but it was mildly entertaining.
You gave it a what?
A 4. Seeing Aquaman ride. Who did he ride? Steppenwolf, and I was like, yeah.
Watching, yeah.
I gave it 1 point for every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it 1 point for every time Aquaman said, yeah, bud. Oh, buddy.
My
it's in my head.
I'm assuming like WB made that decision to make it only 2 hours, which is definitely like pre-Frog WB decision. It's like some shady shit's going down there, right? It's like I have a feeling it's like the Prince conspiracy. Well, they step in every single time on the fucking directors.
Oh yeah.
And when the director disputes it, all of a sudden his daughter commits suicide.
Oh shit. You think it was set up?
It's like WB's like, better make it 2 hours or the bitch gets it.
Like,
and you're like, oh shit.
Like, what's the cat who did the dude who directed Suicide, David Ayer, right?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm gonna mail my wife's poops to everybody. I'll mail my used condom to myself and drink it. That's what the Joker would do.
But even that fool was like, yeah, the Joker should have been the main villain, and he was like, the studio just came in and fucked me up. And it's
that's true. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point about what they did to Snyder. Or Whedon, whatever that fucking creep.
Joss Whedon. His name makes me think he's creepy.
It quivers in my body. I'm
Joss
like, oh God.
Whedon.
Like, makes me like clench, like protect my butt cheeks.
He touches children.
And apparently WB threatened the fucking families' lives of all the faggy tuna-eating, fucking distilled water-drinking critics. It's like, why do they care so much about that shit, right?
I don't know.
Because critics are basically like smart people that never made anything of their lives.
No.
And what are those people normally? What are they? They're retarded and condescending about being retarded.
I was going to say white men.
Oh, yeah. They're delusional, condescending pricks, essentially.
Most white men are.
And you're going to make them withhold the tomato score, which is retarded considering the fact most all people know it's just an aggregate of like critics being like, I think that movie deserves a C. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm a figure skating judge, basically.
Yeah. Dude, and like the critics are so stupid too because they could just be like, oh, this masterpiece, it's like 50%. But
what's the other thing in Rotten Tomatoes? Right fucking next to it
is the
audience score, which most of the DC gets 80% or higher because everyone's like, oh, I snorted 2 Xanax, I didn't end up like Little Peep, and there wasn't cum and shit on my fucking chair. Yeah!
Yes!
Colors and fighting!
Like, the theater I went to was cool.
Yeah.
Made the movie better.
I wonder if you black-lighted a theater, if people would consider it, like, modern art. They're like, oh, that cum stain the shape of a fucking thundercloud. It represents prosperity.
Well, I just found out that there is a art institute or a museum of the mind. And by that I mean all the art is fake and in the artist's mind. And someone bought a piece from them for $10,000.
I think if me and you played soggy waffles on a canvas, people might buy it.
I think if you just...
Like, if you just came and let it harden on waffles on a fucking canvas, people might buy it.
And then you could just say,
or the Flash would come at fucking force speed and eat it.
You could just say it's something ridiculous, too, like the lines on the waffle represent Trump's wall and my cum is justice and equality.
Oh, God. Yeah, I remember one time I saw in the theater, like, granted, this is where I'm from, and this is the type of people that represent us, but... there was one time we were watching, I don't remember what movie it was something fucking retarded, but some Mexican dude went up and just graffitied the screen. It was some gang with like numbers and Mexican words. Whatever it was.
It was Adios 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like DC or whatever was going on, WB, baited us into not liking the movie, damn near. Because you scared away the people with basically saying, look, I don't give a fuck about audience score. We're scared of what the critics are going to do to our shit. So fuck those motherfuckers. And we all have them tied up, ready to murder these motherfuckers. And look what we do to our directors.
Yeah, we'll kill them and their family.
And so you do all that by pissing off movie and comic book nerds, which are the whole things that are fucking the levies of this movie, except for in DC, they got New Orleans levies.
Yeah, not very effective, huh?
And, you know, it's like, you got to respect all these squints. You know, they run the game with squints.
Yeah.
You can't respect the squint, get out the game.
Well,
And
I don't know if I do respect it.
and WB is not respecting the squints. They're not. Just let us see your progression, bro. If you make shitty fucking movies, let us see the progression. It's not like honestly, I'm not going to say that. All right, we'll save that for the movie. But Batman Superman could have been a better movie if you just took out one scene. One. Because other than that scene, it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that one scene makes every single thing you showed in the previous, 14 and a half hours, however long that movie was, fucking retarded.
That's sort of how
It's the
I feel
truth.
about this movie, too, is not that it would have been fine if they just fleshed out the main bad guy instead of having it be a flashback. And then, flesh out
A Lord of the
Cyborg.
Rings flashbacks. Wonder Woman's you want to see how shitty this made-up accent is? Let me narrate a Lord of the Rings fucking war scene. With Green Lantern getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, Green Lantern randomly gets his ass
He lost
kicked.
his cock ring.
Steppenwolf doesn't fuck with the ring. He just sort of lets it fly away. He's like, yeah, fuck that noise. But yeah, they didn't flesh anything out. And then one character, the main character, I guess you could say, the main superhero character that you're building this around, which is Cyborg, in terms of this story, they don't even really go into that.
Yeah.
They didn't even tell you
They're he's a quarter black now, and I literally mean a quarter black.
Yeah. he just has the tiniest part of black left.
Just his wiener and his chest.
And what pisses me off about that, too, is
how funny would it be if Cyborg had all that CGI for his body, and then he just had a big black wiener.
I can't
That's
help
why
it.
Wonder Woman kept looking down when they were talking.
But yeah, they didn't even bother to say. That would be funny, too. But they didn't even bother to say what.
She's like, look, I'll come at you at full speed and punch it.
Deflect
Get that dick out of my face.
Deflect it with her fucking thing. No, that'd be great. But they didn't even bother to say what accident Cyborg got into.
My bad. That was funny.
He comes at her and she
Cyborg's
deflects
just
it.
swinging his dick around. She's like, ding, 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 ding.
Okay, that'd be funny. Maybe that was the accident. We won't know because they didn't bother to tell us.
Yeah, he has a normal black dick, but it still makes a steel sound.
Then insert a rod
That's
into
the
it.
CGI. Actually, my dick was out the whole time. We fucking... Look at the behind the scenes.
We've been filming with my dick out this whole time. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like when imagine it's like when owners step in on coaches and general managers in sports.
Yeah.
Right? It's like when Al Davis could have sold his fucking dry kidneys as a treat in flea markets. The Bizarre Foods guy would be like, oh, this is delicious. It's a little butthole in.
It tastes like dirt.
Better than street raccoon. Yeah, when Al's balls were dragging under his desk chair, it's like he tried to control the coaches and the player management, and his senile ass probably couldn't even fucking scan a dildo if you bought it out of Walmart. So it failed. And Justice League, to me, was set up for failure.
Yeah,
Although
definitely.
I will say it was decently entertaining. Even Superman's floating cleft lip and Aquaman looking like a Christian rock singer.
God, yeah. Superman looked.
Can you take me higher?
Superman looked like some African tribe cut the top of his lip off.
And Aquaman, pick which one, Nickelback or Creed? I don't know. I don't care.
I mean, it could be Pearl Jam for all we know.
You know, I was thinking too, when I was making that comparison, that he looks like fucking Creed or Nickelback. If you listen to Creed songs, it's like they're asking God to rape them.
Yeah, to kill take me from this place.
What else wide open?
I'll take your whole dick.
And that's true emo, bitch. Existential, read a page from that fucking book instead of raping and imprisoning a chick and then making doing a whole concert for anti-rape, as if anti needs to be involved with rape, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty just tell God to abduct and fuck you. That's true emo.
That's what.
Sweet. What, are you gonna say something?
I was gonna say that's what that scream. I can't remember his name. Squarlesbad or whatever his name is.
Who?
The dude.
Did you just say Squirrels bad?
Scarabad?
I don't know who.
Anyway, the dude that wears the mask that
British
screams.
dude,
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he's a faggot.
There's too many numbers in that one.
Speaking of weird, creepy, fucking rapey things, they called that pedophilic creep fucking Josh Whedon to step in, and he's like, all right, I'll do it only if I can get Batgirl, and she better be 13, and I better be able to put the suit on personally. And WB was like, your face might be a little too creepy, and for some reason I feel like 20 years from now they're going to accuse you and you'll get convicted for something of hearsay. So, all right, Josh, get the fuck out of here.
They're like, we don't want to know what you did on the set of Star Trek. Just be done with it.
And he added some, emasculation, some fucking jokes, entertainment, and he gave Aquaman the my man. That's because you're black.
He's
so
like,
my man.
Do you listen to Creed Aquaman? Just go, yeah, in my hair.
And it was even like, he was so, instead of him representing fake Christian rock like heroin binging, it was just like uncorny, like uncool homelessness.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was just him like getting drunk. Like it was him saving fishermen, so he could just bring it back to the bar and be like, all right, you know the drill.
Give me the bottle.
I saved him.
It's like, look, dude, I could just kill this whole town, so you're going to give me the bottle either way. At least make him pay for it.
God. But yeah, anyway, so Zach Snyder had to step away from the director because his daughter committed suicide. And that's not a spoiler. It's a spoiler for him.
That was actually part of the webisodes.
He had to step away, not because he had to grieve for her that long, just because he was trying to figure out how to CGI her back into his real life.
Did you just say it was a spoiler for him? Oh, shit.
She probably killed herself because every time she was in the Snyder household, he's like, I want everything in slow-mo. If I hear you piss, that audio better be slow.
Dude, right? And he was probably, when he found her, he's like, all right, give me some writers and casting. We'll figure this out.
He's like, I want every fucking wall gray and blue, dark blue. And I better have random lightning just come through my goddamn house. And if you say anything, it better not be clever or fucking intelligent. And our dialogue better be fucking us being half naked, even if I'm not attracted to you.
Do you have a costume you can wear? I like costumes.
So yeah, that's what happened with that. And apparently the fucking metropolis is in chaos because people are flipping over fruit stands. Like, oh my god, it's like Superman's not here.
Superman's dead, and we're gonna pick on this Arab lady and her child because of it.
And it's like, okay, if that's how you're showing what Superman's missing, because in that correlation, there's like a billboard like, Superman will be in this movie, you fucking faggots, or whatever the fuck it said.
It just has like a finger going into him.
And then the only thing they show that's serious is a fruit stand being flipped over, and like some Russian lady like, oh!
Why did you do this to my fruit? And then some homeless guy like, I used to be a thing.
It's like, isn't that Batman or Daredevil's or maybe the local police's job? Not fucking Superman?
Yeah, why would Superman be helping out the fruit lady? He's like, I don't stand for racial intolerance in my country. That's what the S stands for. It's for superior race.
And to give you, like, DC backstories of what's going on, like, Wonder Woman is just being a dumb bitch and, like, painting Greek fucking uncircumcised dick statues. Really small dicks. Have you ever why is it that every Greek statue, they have small, uncircumcised dicks?
Well, I don't
think... It's like their balls are the pouch for their little dick.
Well, I don't think they had circumcision back then. Except for the Jews.
You don't think they had circumcision?
The Africans and the Jews.
You don't think DC was circumcision?
Not Europe. Europeans never did circumcision. They're weird, dirty people.
Okay.
And, two, I think it's just that cold in Greece all the time that their dicks are tiny. I mean, the dude was naked.
That's true. And you don't need big dicks to penetrate a little boy's butthole.
Actually, it probably works better if you don't.
That's what Greek people were. They fucked little boys' buttholes. And
each other's.
So they deserve little dicks, I guess. And it was just her sulking over fucking dead douchebag pilot boyfriend, and it's like
that was her.
It's like sort of makes her a whore, right? Because the only dick she saw like 100 years ago, she blew him and fucked him.
She did. And then she's literally like, I remember a man who had a dick once.
She's like, I made up for that Red Indian's death by killing a Harry Potter character. He became lightning. I said red, so you knew he was Native American. You don't want to get him confused. Cyborg's deciding whether he should be a SoundCloud rapper or fucking be an alien, I guess.
Yeah, well,
and like every other failed like athlete, he looks like he's a lookout for drug dealers.
Yeah, right. He's in his athletic clothes.
He's like, yo, I got surveillance, bruh.
He's like, you see this red shit in my eye? It's only like that because my boy came in it.
Jesus. Apparently he smoked way too fire weed and the backwoods were too strong because when him and his friend came out of the Del Taco like drive-through line, they hit that girl on the trike.
Yeah, bro.
You remember that commercial?
Yeah.
And it somehow like took fucking 3/4 of Cyborg's body.
He lost his body to weed. Yeah, bro, could they have ever explained what the accident fucking was?
I don't know. They're like, I don't know what it is, but he turned into a black elbow Tetris piece.
It's like, what car crash leaves you with a quarter of a face and that's it?
Right? With Terminator 2 CGI. Like the CGI was fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's why I said bad.
Oh, God.
Can they just stop it with
He's
this?
like, yo, does anyone know who I am? Is my Instagram live back up? Motherfucker. Like I wanted him to say motherfucker, man. You couldn't let Cyborg say motherfucker. Like, he kind of looked like a perfect, like, he's like, yo, when you were being an asshole, you motherfucker.
Dude, that'd be funny if his dad was Samuel L. He's like, you turned me into a motherfucker. He's like, well, come on, motherfucker. I was saving your motherfucking life.
And I was fucking your mother.
You motherfucker.
And Flash was just trying to run from his gayness and fucking fags force speed, whatever the fuck he called it.
Right, he's like, I'm trying to escape the scary thoughts.
He's like, I'm trying to reverse time from that fucking Fantastic Beast employee picnic with Colin Farrell. He took me in the backside of the lake, and I wish I was in a time continuum now, put it that way. And his psychopath of a dad, which they don't imply whether or not he did kill his fucking mom.
No, they do.
But he's like, oh, did he?
Yeah, because they say that when they're talking about the Flash, they're like, oh yeah, the Flash says that he was there and knows that he didn't kill his mom.
So he just saw him beat her a little bit, that was all.
Yeah. Well, his dad did look like he was a trailer trash dad.
Because I sort of felt like when he was talking, he was like, yo, yeah, you're working like dead-end jobs like to support me. I was like, what? Like, you putting that much money on his fucking books? Damn. And he's like, look, I killed the bitch. And I would have fucking ate her, but I didn't want to smell that spoiled lunch pussy anymore. Right?
Oh, you know how many times I had to go down on that when she was alive?
And son, I think you're gay. Stop playing like you're not.
It's the gay powers.
Can't run away from that.
You mean you sort of run like a fruit? Because the Flash did run like a fruit.
Yeah, he did. And Batman apparently has AD. He can't get it up for Alfred or his bats anymore. And he's out there fighting rapist Mothmen, and of course they're rapists because they were from the 1600s, and they get hard off fear.
Yeah, he's like, they can smell smegma.
And he's like talking to the State Farm guy from Whiplash. He's like, your dad died because you're a faggot, and your mom died because you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, drum harder.
I don't have to see that fucking scene anymore.
You're off rhythm. I miss the little fruit that used to come in and play the drums for me.
And Aquaman was a fucking homeless man saving fishermen for free alcohol. That was his life. He was a fucking scumbag. He wouldn't save the Asian seamen, though, because if he saved them, he can't take their souls to be higher.
Yeah, and Superman was dead.
Yeah.
Or not.
Well, that's how it started, is like the kids are like, they show kids like making a vlog, because that's what kids do now, right?
Yeah.
And if it was real instead of DC bullshit, they were like, hey, Superman, you fucking faggot. What does the S stand for? Soggy mustache? You bitch?
No, they had to CGI that off.
Didn't your homeland have ships that look like fucking suction cup dildos? That's why I looked it up for, by the way.
The S stands for sex.
Because I did have sex with Lois. In case you thought I didn't.
It's a river.
They can't recognize me with glasses on. How fucking stupid are they? If he is an actual alien, how stupid does he think humans are? He's like, I just got to put on glasses and a khaki jacket, and I look like Clark.
He's like, look, I don't slick my hair back, I part it. And I'm a different person.
Yeah. And other than bringing the team together, that was the only good part about the movie. Steppenwolf felt like a PS2 video game.
Yeah, Steppenwolf was...
Like, literally the scenes and the plots were a fucking video game.
No, because I would argue that video games nowadays are written better than this movie.
Nowadays, yeah. I said PS2.
Shit, even
I didn't say PS4.
Even on PS2, I'll take some of the... Vice City.
I would have rather had Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper fucking suck each other off and fight the Mothman and win.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Rayman 3 had a better story than this.
Well, because the first level is like, Steppenwolf's like, I'm Steppenwolf. I'm going to fight American Gladiator lesbians. And I'm going to take my mother's box back. It's my mother's. I do sort of like that. Although he looks like John Goodman's toenail, it was sort of fun to just see like a character finally like they don't give a fuck about his backstory or any motivation. He just comes and he's like, I'm gonna fight everyone. Fucking Steppenwolf, bitch.
He's like, I'm here to find my mother's box so I may lick it. There's 3 of them. My mom had 3 vaginas. I gotta find them all.
And yeah, that was level 1. He had to fight the lesbos, and level 2 is he had to fight the fucking homeless Polynesian.
The mermaids.
Which is easy. He just came through with like a bottle of vodka and threw it at a pillar, and Aquaman's like, I don't gotta save a fisherman for this one.
God damn it. You got me.
And then level 3 was like, I'm gonna make the world look like D12's fucking Purple Pills video. And then I'll fight Justice League. Like, I feel like at one point, like, remember the scene where fucking the superheroes like had a broken bridge?
Yeah.
And they were trying to get across it. That literally was press X button for your superhero to get across the bridge, and it's an own unique way.
And they each use their own power.
Yeah. Like Aquaman just floated over it while singing fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the ocean take me. Yeah.
My butt's wide open for a blind man to see.
My man.
Yeah, because that's what Cyborg did. He took like his 3/4 black, 1/4 fucking cyborg symbiote cock to like fucking extend and get him across the bridge. Aquaman was like, my man, all right,
that's the shit. I like this kid.
WB had to cut that out. They're like, all right, the frog wouldn't approve of that. He's a racist. Speaking of Cyborg's dick, apparently, the Reading Rainbow dad. I don't know who that dad's always like. That guy, that actor, he's always like the black scientist computer technician. Is he not?
Yeah, he is.
In every movie.
He's in
every
a lot
fucking
of
movie.
shit, too.
He wanted to maintain his son's status as a fucking D1 athlete, which is respectable. He's like, bitch, we ain't losing that scholarship. I found some box in the Reading Rainbow. All boxes like black men.
LeVar Burton told me himself. Powers within us to read.
And apparently Steppenwolf's mother's box got sprung off Cyborg's cock and like morphed into him. Right?
That's how he became
That's how he became Cyborg, yeah.
He just became the living dildo. You're her.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Shibuya roll call. Yeah. My name is Cyborg, yeah. I had no dick. Yeah.
Booyah.
He said fucking Shibuya. Did he not?
That's his catchphrase, is booyah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't read comics.
It makes more sense when you watch Teen Titans and it's not a grown man saying it.
Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, and of course Steppenwolf has his fucking magical portal where he can destroy things and
yeah, what was that?
Like, is this DC's go-to?
Dude,
is there like, yo, wait. We don't have the Joker, so we need a fucking portal. A portal. Yes, portal.
It's a love tube.
Shut the fuck up with that shit. Suicide Squad. Portal. For no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
Just some bitch fucking frolicking around and belly dancing and
she just came out of a portal, yeah.
They're all portal. It's just fucking portal. What I feel like almost Man of Steel was a portal. That's as close to a goddamn portal as it fucking gets. That was a portal.
Yeah, Man of Steel had
and
a
Wonder
portal
Woman,
too.
Ares probably like would have created a portal.
No, didn't they have a portal? Or did they just fly off they took a boat maybe?
I don't know. Either way, Steppenwolf had a fucking portal and he was creating Nickelodeon like Drake and Josh were like trying to save the world. And it's funny, I did like Steppenwolf too because he was just down the thump. Like even when he saw Wonder Woman, he was like, yeah, my axe still has your fucking dykey friend's blood on it. You bitch. Yeah, and you know, what I personally think was Mother's box just like kept all her coming when she like sucked Cyborg off and morphed into Cyborg.
Mother's box sucked all the black coming, and that's where all those little what were they called? Parademons? The little bug stone exploders.
Yeah, I just call them mosquito rapist moths.
That's what they were. Cannon fodder, basically, because they can't talk and they blow up.
Yeah. And they're looking to eat your butthole.
Well, they were born from a old woman's box.
Well, it was weird because like even when Wonder Woman goes to recruit Cyborg with Alfred, Alfred's like, oh, at least someone's gonna get a date with a black guy. Bruce doesn't bring them over anymore.
Well, as it turns out,
I tried to lose weight for him. I gave him all the Fernie breakers he could handle. You still won't. I failed you. I failed you. Oh, that's wrong, Alfred.
I just wanted your love. No, as it turns out, she doesn't get a date. She gets mugged by him. Because that's what he does.
Well, no, what it seemed like to me is when she was walking by and he was in the alley, like, he was coming out, he's like, yo, I got nicks, dimes, quarters.
What you need, girl?
Why don't you put that lasso of truth on my dick so I can tell you I'm trying to carve out them guts, girl? Her lasso does sort of seem like a sex toy after a while.
Yeah.
Apparently the Mexicans next to us also, like, it's a classroom and they're moving desks around.
They're making tortillas and now speed racers driving through the neighborhood.
Well, all of them have a big enough desk where they can just open it and have a cooking tortilla in there. And it also inspired them to create their own tortilla factory. Don't you hate how, like, white people that aren't, like or have any form of Mexico in them, yeah, whatever, Chicano, Latino, Chileno, whatever the fuck
Chalupa.
it is. Isn't it funny how every time they say, like, tortilla, it's like, tortilla.
Dude,
it's like, bro, tortilla. Get over it.
I used to know this white chick that never spoke a lick of Spanish. Every time she ordered burritos, she's like, can I get extra guacamole?
Oh, God.
It's like, shut up, bitch. You're born in fucking California, you dumb cunt.
But yeah, he's fucking... He, like, tells her, he's like, yo, like, if I see any po-po, like, I'll let you know, and you can throw the drugs away. And she's like, what? She's like, actually, there was, like, no chemistry there at fucking all. She's like, I know this has nothing to do with you selling drugs, but this guy I, like, sort of blew 100 years ago, he died. And I'm sort of butthurt about it.
And he's just like, okay, well, yeah. I found out I can fly last night.
He's like, bitch, if you keep standing out here, motherfuckers gonna think you working the track. Look at that suit you're wearing, bitch. It's fucking 2012.
When has it been 2012?
That's what I thought this shit was.
Is it supposed to be in 2012?
That's what I thought.
I just assumed it was our
So
year.
we just have to assume everything is like what it is. It's recent unless it tells us it's in the 90s by like...
Well, I thought Wonder Woman was
like,
2006, how old all that technology was.
Really?
No, I'm fucking with you. That shit was like World War I.
Yeah, but this movie's just... There's just too many fucking boxes, you know? Batman's after Wonder Woman's clay-made box. Alfred's after Flash's little box. It's just too many boxes.
Well, you have a boxy-ass Batman. You have a box that talks too much about her old dead boyfriend.
Is a box. Like, literally, Ben Affleck is just, like, 4 boxes put together.
He's like, I can't move in this goddamn neoprene.
And a box is all Aquaman can live in if he's not in the sea.
Well, he was like,
fuck.
Well, Aquaman's box is a box that Johnny Depp punched out.
He's like, I wonder if I can fit in here with my arms wide open.
He's like, I would help you, but you're going to have to find the better man.
Bro, I felt like sometimes when he walked into the water like a fucking douchebag, that Bam Malam was going to play. Just him drinking liquor. He's like, that's all I got in my life.
Like, you're crazy, Bruce Wayne.
I don't even know how I got the money to get these tattoos.
Bam Malam.
But God, do they look douchey or what?
I was born with this shit.
Like, this is exactly what we're looking for. But yeah, editing was like... yeah, because Aquaman literally went from being one of the Duke lock-on players that can only shoot when he's wide open and set a screen, and instead he became a fucking Polynesia Scott Stapp.
Yeah, he does.
But the editing in this movie was like so it was so fucking choppy that I swear to God, like a video game, except for they never gave us the bonus play after, is literally they're doing things and then it just stops.
Right? Like, cause think about it.
Like, cause like when Batman, who apparently like needed to build a fucking machine dungeness crab, like a Wild Wild West one, like, I haven't seen something like this in a coon's age. What do you think, Cyborg? But it's like, so anyway, I don't know why. Oh yeah, because Batman was fighting off the fucking mosquito rapist things, and it was just 2 of them on his back, and he's like, Alfred, I need the crab.
That's right.
And Alfred was like, I've been wanting crabs from you for years, you bitch.
He's like, Master Bruce, I gave you crabs when you were a boy.
But it's like, and he's like, give me the crab and make sure the black guy doesn't drive it with his dick. And of course, the first thing that happens is Cyborg sticks his dick in the thing. He's like, I got you.
He's like, booyah! I got the perfect joystick for this ride.
As they're walking up in Wild Wild West fashion, which I would argue Wild Wild West is a 2 times better movie than this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's the greatest. Like, it's probably actually one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's the best Will Smith movie by far.
They climb up with the Dungeness crab that Ben Affleck, it was probably his idea. He's like, you guys won't let me write the script, so at least let me put this fucking shit in here. I want a crab. All right? So he spent his billions of dollars on that bullshit. And Cyborg drives it up with his dick, and then all of a sudden he's like, yo, I got a dip, bro. They said the lookout was missing, and I got to go find that shit.
That's
like,
right, too. He just flips out and he dips.
Although he does get Mother's box. He's like, I already know when Steppenwolf's Mother's box wants his D. I can fly to it.
He's like, look, I put my D in Diana. I put my D in your crab. And I'm about to put my D in this box. We about to fuck Mother up. That's fine, right? They show him fly away. But literally, it just stops. And Flash is sort of like, did that black guy dip? Yeah. What's his name again? They all sort of look at each other like, wait, what the fuck just happened? It's like Flash always looks like someone just tickled his prostate and he liked it. He's like, yeah, like, Flash is like, did a fat white woman just run by? Because that fool dipped.
I hope it was Aquaman's trident.
My man.
My man. All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but it was like it's basically like having sex with a girl, or in Batman's case with Alfred, and you're getting it like legs are lifted, fucking butts are spasming and shit, and then it just cuts out and it's just the nut on her face. It's the filth of the aftermath of your fucking progression.
It's the like, preview to like a 30-minute long porno that's only 3 minutes long. You've seen that shit where it's like, oh.
But it's just a hand job.
Yeah.
And like a blow job, but it's like for some reason the director did the camera angle of the dude's ass.
Yeah. It's a hand job, a blow job, and then 30 seconds of the dude like ramming her viciously and nutting on her.
Yeah.
That was this movie, was a porn preview.
Yeah, exactly.
You got one glimpse of what the Justice League could be fighting. Like when they fight, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was just bullshit detective work and random scenes.
And Aquaman being a bum.
Yeah.
He was pulling licks on like Slovatlian, whatever it is, Chevalatlian people.
I think they were.
Whatever he was doing. Like, they worshipped him for bringing fish. And really, like I said, all he was doing was crashing ships. Like, you see how that motherfucker flew.
Yeah. Bro.
Like, he literally could be a, like, missile for us, like, in the army.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, we could just let him out of a submarine, he's like, yeah! And he can just destroy ships.
I guess it makes sense, but you have to extrapolate the fact that he can push the water around him. They don't ever explain how he fucking swims, and the only hint you're given is the fact the chick, Amber Heard, can make giant water bubbles. So you're assuming he has the same power.
But it sort of looked cool, though, I won't lie.
Yeah, but it was ridiculous.
And even in the level 6 of fucking PS2 game fight that they had, it still was literally like blank as fuck. Like, it was just like, all right, that happened, I guess.
Right.
For some reason.
Bro, and why did most of Aquaman's fighting happen outside of the water?
Because he really wants to live on land, but he doesn't have the fucking money to do it.
He doesn't have the heart.
So he crashes ships on purpose, beats people up, then he brings them back to the bar. He's like, here, get me with some whiskey and him some whiskey so I can drink it on my way out like a fucking douchebag.
He's like, oh, and here's a whale I raped to death last night. Y'all can eat it.
He's dead now.
Use the blubber for candles.
Or
a lubricant, I don't
care.
Man. My man.
It's because you're black. So I say it like that. And it's weird, like, because it's funny, because essentially you would assume by his fucking scumbaggery that his mom left because he was a bum. Yeah. He's like, look, I don't want to deal with this shit. I have the fucking... He's about to be a king, and he probably can't even hold a job above land.
Oh, God.
And Amber Heard tries to tell him that, like, your mom left because you're probably never going to get a real job, and your real name's too goddamn Polynesian. So, like...
no one wants Jason Momoa out here. We want Jason Samoa.
And he's like, wait, is that bruise on your head the makeup, or did you hide Johnny's wine last night? Because now I get it, you naggy bitch.
Dude, and what a shitty thing for them to do, to take a scene and try to throw in some character development with no basis whatsoever on the character. He's like, my mom left me. How the fuck would we know that? This is the first we're hearing of it.
I honestly think Zack Snyder was like, look, if you're not stupid enough to understand that he is a homeless bum, then you don't get that scene.
It's like, if only we were with Marvel, him and Wolverine.
But you do get to see Amber Heard's face with a bruise on it.
Yes.
Which is enough talk for us.
Easter egg, Steppenwolf is played by Johnny Depp.
But Zack Snyder's like, yo, you know that Order of Opinion podcast that's probably going to say something very offensive about my suicidal daughter? Let's put a bruise on Amber Heard's face. That'll make it funny.
I'm surprised she didn't try to date Steppenwolf after he hit her.
Speaking of homelessness and scumbags, I like how no one ever that talks about this movie or like the spoilers spoke about the fact that alive Mama Martha was homeless in this movie, essentially.
And dumb.
She's like, I just thought I needed to cook the bank my yam and marshmallow casserole. She's like, would have settled those loans. They keep reminding me, I guess I need a psychological degree like you to pay it. And Lois is like, first off, you fucking retard. It's a number with a $sign on a fucking piece of paper, you small-time bitch. Like,
second off, I'm a journalist.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm a high-paid journalist. This is what's fucked up to me. She's like, essentially, she's a high-paid journalist. They have a new friend who's a billionaire, crime-fighting, old gay butler fetish person that only stopped killing Superman because his mom's name is Martha. Because. And they still don't pay for that shit. And considering the fact that Batman has guilt about it, and probably has white guilt, he ain't got white trash guilt.
No, he does not. Well, he ends up buying her house at the end, but that's only because I feel like he feels like he has to. If they didn't bring Superman back, he'd been like, fuck that dude's mom. Well,
they could have easily bought that shit, considering the fact it's like in the middle of Kansas, like the tornado watch and fucking Zack Snyder's CGI tornado thunderstorm watch.
Bro, and
I could put one anytime there. Be ready.
That explanation always makes no sense, too. He's like, well, how'd you get her house back? He's like, I bought the bank. It's like, you could just bought the house, bro. You didn't have to buy the bank.
Right? And it's like sort of funny considering the fact, like, you literally have to consider the fact Superman has not enough clout and no money as, like, what was he, a part-time, like, middle school fucking Metropolis sports writer? What the fuck was he?
No, I don't think he was.
And he never was there, even if he was.
No.
So he can save Mexicans from a fire, some Southerners from a flood that was probably their fault, but he can't save his mom from foreclosure or bankruptcy.
He's like, Mom, I've been mailing you the checks. What have you been doing with them?
And considering he's dead, and Dennis Quaid 4, whatever the fuck that guy's name was, that was his dad, who chose dying for the dog in a fucking tornado, both didn't have life insurance. Scumbag.
Yeah.
Scumbag. And his dad died so he can prolong Superman's identity for what, 2 months?
Yeah, but do you
think... he literally came out the closet like 2 months later.
Yeah, he did. He's like, I could have saved you, Dad, but you're sort of retarded. Just like
so here's
Mom.
this shitty farm, and I'll never help you maintain it because I need to go find out why my wiener has scales, and Russell Crowe needs to teach me how to fly.
It's like...
Be a real boy.
It's like if you thought my dad was stupid for killing himself, my mom's extra stupid for paying the bank in yams. I think you have to sell those first, you dumb bitch.
The CGI cleft lip, I guess was like, I didn't want to notice, I guess, if it wasn't said. But if I didn't, it looked like he had like some swirling shit that was just like making him like hover over his stomach to take.
He looked
like you know how some of those shit you have to like adjust your legs and like arch your back to like get it out.
Yeah, it looks like his lips like upturned, like he can't hold it in anymore. He's like, I don't want to fight. You see this? It's a river. It says I'm going to shit myself. It's called flow, bitch. And I got a lot.
I wonder, like, also if them, instead of, like, this retarded fucking story of, like, basically, instead of Batman having Flash homosexually and imitate speed skating and fucking fag force, whatever the fuck that was, with a Mario Kart box and a fucking Zod's old sperm. And they're like, yo, like, is Zod still here? And they found his dead body and had fucking a bag of Jolly Ranchers in his ass. And
it's like, hey.
Zuckerberg was like,
Kryptonian Jolly Ranchers.
I'm Lex Luthor.
This is what made my hair fall out.
That was a weird scene when he, like, shoved the Jolly Rancher in the general's mouth.
He just walks up. He's like, hey. I'm surprised he didn't do it on the spoiler alert. What was that dude's name? Deathshot? I'm surprised he didn't put it like a Jolly Rancher in his eye.
But that whole scene of resurrecting Superman, like, he couldn't have just been like, yo, he's Superman, so he jumped out the coffin. And Aquaman, and instead of doing all of that extra shit where, like, it's this morbid scene of Cyborg using his dick and fucking Flash, who isn't using his speed to dig out Superman's body. And even Aquaman's like, I'm a Christian rock singer, and this ain't right.
Yeah.
But then when they put him in the water, he's like, oh shit, this is a Creed video. Let me start singing.
You crazy, Bruce Wayne. Crazy.
And,
no, but it's true.
Like, Alfred's like, and it's fucked up because Alfred's like talking to Batman about it, and he's like, what if Superman's at peace and he's singing in the fields with Russel Crowe? Like, I imagine I would be, except for naked. Batman's like, well, he'll get over it, and we'll CGI the mood on his face if we have to.
No, it's true. Like, two things wrong with me for this scene, though.
Okay.
Was Well, exactly what you said. The Flash could have dug that up by himself immediately, or Cyborg could have dug that up by himself immediately, but for whatever reason, they're side by side being slow.
Because they needed that scene to have Flash say, like, racially charged things.
Exactly. And then
he's like, get it racially charged?
And my second complaint, though, is who the fuck and how the fuck did anyone figure out that the cube they have to do it the exact moment the cube touches the water, they have to hit it with electricity? Because
they felt it. Aquaman started singing there, like, he was like, can you take... Like, he knew he was going to resurrect. Higher. And then they were like, oh, shit, we got to do it at the same time. The plan just came to me.
Dude, what I didn't get is, like, why did they just
look... God just came on me. I'm Aquaman. My man God.
Oh, shit. My man.
Here!
I thought I was a god. That's actually... Yeah. Demigod.
But yeah, no, it was... but yeah, just going back to the Batman thing, too, with Alfred. Because, like, considering the fact that he said that, like, he'll just fucking get over it, right? And he's like, look, I'll have a contingency plan. I'll have a contingency. I'll make him kill his fucking girlfriend, and I'll make him realize his mom's homeless. Because he doesn't understand the economy. Right? I'm Batman. That's what I do.
You know what?
That was probably Batman's smartest move in the movie.
Yeah. Well, maybe if he bothered to pay Aquaman a little more money than 40 grand like a cheap cocksucker, he would have had fucking Aquaman first, and maybe if he wasn't such a douchebag to everyone else, he would have had them first, and maybe, just maybe, if he wasn't such a douchebag to Superman in Batman vs. Superman, none of this would have happened.
Well, that's why he's suffering the guilt from that. That's not white trash guilt, though, so fuck his mom.
No, that's like upper class guilt.
Yeah, it's completely upper class guilt. He's like, I could have saved the world.
He's like, I'm like,
now I have low T.
He's like, I'm almost 50. I'm probably going to die soon. I don't have to do any of this shit anymore.
You remember on his pork and J-Lo? Now Drake's doing it. A fucking thumb? Really? Not a box?
That goddamn tech deck.
I take a box over a thumb.
Hey, Cyborg, you want to get that box? Let's fuck it together.
Yeah, I'm going to be an autistic guy later. I'm Ben Affleck. Yeah, and Superman woke up pissed as if, like, the 1/4 of black left in Cyborg was boning Lois, right? And, of course, him being a farm boy from Kansas, he has to be pissed about that one.
He's like, I don't want any of your kind around my girlfriend. See?
And his angry cleft lip alone beats everyone's fucking ass. It's like Aquaman's like, hey, yeah. And he gets like hit off the screen, and that was a complete fucking video game.
Well, I think what makes it more of a video game is the ending. Because if
they show what makes it more of a video game is they show his real superpower.
Shitty dialogue?
Which is his Speed Force Gadot.
Oh.
For when Flash's like, yeah, I'll get around him with my gayness. Superman's like, see all gays.
That is true. He's like, oh, yeah, look at this nubile young thing running by me.
And Lois shows up, and she's like, yeah, let me take you back to that foreclosed home that put your mom out in the street where Cyborg laid that pipe on me.
That's funny, dude.
It's like
speaking of that Superman, like... Because Superman's the fucking accumulation of all the other powers. So, had Superman not come to, he could have whooped the entire Justice League's ass.
Well, he already was.
Yeah.
He mollywopped Wonder Woman.
Fucked them up.
Now, granted, I know we're making fun of this because Flash is a fucking fruitcake, but it is the best scene in the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
it is like the epitome of what the battle was in Civil War, except for much shittier, way more edited, and gayer.
Yeah, because he's like, because Wonder Woman comes up and he's like, who's this broad? And he smacks her, and then the Flash is
he's like, can't you notice my hair is cowlick to the right? That means I'm Superman.
The Flash is like, look at this quick little faggot running by. And then he sees fucking Momoa, and he's like, look at this goddamn... He's like, look at this goddamn flying Hawaiian. He's like, get him out of here. The only Hawaiian I want to see is a punch. Then he punches him.
Yeah, and then she, like, when Lois like gets him, she's like, here, you can come to our foreclosed home so you can rest from being dead. That's what you need. It's like Superman's such a bitch.
Yeah, with the worst dialogue ever.
Yeah.
He's like, what was being dead like?
Well, they had the worst scene in the movie. She's like, all right, you remember like when I was a good high-paid journalist? Yeah, I'm a shitty one now. So I know this scene just happened and it's gonna piss everyone off in the movie theater. But how did it feel like when you woke up from the dead? Even though we just fucking saw it.
And his response was like, weird.
Yeah, he's like, itchy, like you fucked Morpheus before me. You fucking bitch.
Like, I feel like I got fucking Batman's crabs.
Oh, God. She's like, yeah, I noticed that Rick and Morty smell is gone, you fucking... And what's that moving skin on your lip? Is that Flash's foreskin at 100 mph? He's like, no, I told Zach to slow-mo that one.
He's like, that's one of the slow-mos I wanted.
Yeah, and he basically, all Superman does is whiten up things in case kids were, like, offended by Cyborg.
Right? Pretty much.
The 1/4 of Cyborg.
And he's pure convenience because all he does is like, hey, yeah, I got to talk for a second, let them fight Steppenwolf, and I'm going to talk to my lady real quick, and then I'm going to just
about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's like, and then I'll just come and end the movie. How about that?
I'm just going to stand in these cornfields that we didn't make money off of and dream about the part that I didn't make any more money than I had.
He's looking around thinking about his mom. He's like, this dumb bitch didn't harvest the corn. No wonder she couldn't pay the bank.
You know how much maintenance is in this suit?
I don't even know where I got it.
Yeah, and Flash is Corky Romano and Jason Long if they like blew each other and morphed into one, right? He was his happy ass was waiting for his dad in jail. Like I sort of agree with his dad. It's like, bro, you have a fucking pipe dream. I murdered your mom, you dumb fuck. He's like, I murdered your mom just because I saw you came home with a bowl cut, and I was like, oh, my kid's gonna be a fucking faggot the rest of his life.
He's like, I'm done with him. Yeah. I'm done with this child. I'm done with this life.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of your quasi-queer body language.
And then
pisses me off.
Cyborg's dad was like, yeah, well, I built my athlete. That's what I was going for. What the fuck?
Yeah, he was the LeVar Ball of DC. Like, I saw that bitch from a mile away. I knew it was good. She had good fallopian tubes. I wonder if we could turn her fallopian tubes into a portal. Zach.
I don't know.
Maybe my next daughter will live. God.
It's like, if not, we'll just call casting.
Yeah.
I'll get a new one eventually.
Yeah, and Flash just flamboyantly, like, gaily rollerblades around. And it's funny because, like, when Batman was recruiting his Flash for his team, Flash is like, I know who you are, but I'm waiting for you to show me your bat wing. And Batman's like, sorry, my ball skin's a little too saggy for your young eyes.
He's like, I'm an old fucking man. These balls hit the floor.
I need a team of manly men. Enemies are coming. He's like, I'm in. You said men incoming. I'm in.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I need friends and not gay ones. All of them want to go to the brunch and then blow each other. I say, let's just skip brunch. Flash is like, I have my own brunch. I call it the snack hole line. I can eat ass at Speed Force. My friends don't notice.
You know how many times I've seen Wonder Woman's titties already?
And I don't like them.
I don't like them. They're not Jewish.
They're not coney and rubbery.
They're not hairy. That's how I like my women.
He just has little like gay anxiety attacks. He's like, oh, I never fight. I just run and finger buttholes. Like, you don't understand. And then Batman's like, if you just save one butthole, you come back and tell me how many more buttholes you want to save. He's like, just one. Just one.
Just the one.
My own and Alfred's. Well, that's two, but you could do it at once, can't you?
How many buttholes can you finger? He's like, yeah, how many hands do you have? And if you go fast enough, can you finger all of us at the same time?
And that was sort of weird about their relationship, right? Like, they were Tony Stark and Spider-Man, except Tony Stark and Spider-Man were, like, straight, and the other guy had, like, confidence in his life, other than Batman's emasculated ass in this movie. And Spider-Man fucked girls, just whores.
Yeah.
Weird whores.
He's just down for the Indian girls. Or black girl, I guess, in this one.
But yeah, Batman was an old, emasculated man in this one. And even at the end, I don't know if you guys watched the end when they're about to fight, and he's like, it literally looks like styrofoam. Like he's in styrofoam with his super shredder fucking Batman suit. And he can't move. And he can't fucking move.
He gets punched like immediately and he's done. He's like, all right, I'm out of it.
He's in this movie, he's like an old athlete that realizes this new generation is too fucking athletic for him. This is him and Alfred flirting with each other and him talking about his low T problems.
He's fucking Peyton Manning, bro. Yeah. He's like, I'm out the game. I can't get tackled anymore.
I'm just going to do commercials. Fuck it.
Nationwide's on my side.
And even Alfred's like, do you remember when the times were easier? We just had to have sex with that dwarf penguin fellow.
I think he has a TV show about food now.
Now you have alien godly lesbians and you're chasing around demon mosquitoes. And you can't forget that one D1 college black athlete. There's only 1/4 of them left, but he could probably still dunk. And it's like he's like this force asshole for them because he's a mopey old man.
Yeah, he is. Like, and I guess he's supposed to be the motivation, right? But he is not doing any of that shit.
Well, no, his motivation was like, all right, he's like an old white man that just started smoking like seeds and stems, and he's like, oh man, I'll just take up the bass. I need a singer.
This is good.
Let's get Aquaman. He could sing. He's like, I heard you fuck fish in the water. He's like, no, the water fucks the fish. I'm just homeless. Batman's all right. Look, all right. I know I'm like a billionaire, like almost a fucking trillionaire, but I'll give you 30 racks in a 6-pack if you tell me what that box is. You fucking drunk.
Like,
and how about if you beat up that retard that drew you on the wall?
He's like, I'm not gonna do it. He's like, I'll make it 60. He's like, make it 60 and a bottle of Jack.
And that drawing's not me. That's a Creed video.
They just really like the video. They drew it on the wall. I don't know how the fuck they did it.
And it almost seems like he wants to be Superman, right? Like Batman's like looking within himself in the mirror. He's like, I bet you Superman has a working dick.
Even when he's dead, that shit is hard. No wonder they call him the Man of Steel.
And Flash is like, and Flash like calls him out on shit all the time. Flash is like, I ran by you when Alfred was trying to suck you off. You couldn't get hard.
Yeah, you couldn't get it up. Fuck you.
And he's like, well, what's your power? He's like, first off, I'm straight and I'm rich, fuckboy. And I can build a machine Dungeness crab. What can you do, motherfucker? He's like, I could probably actually steal everything from your estate without you noticing.
He's like, yeah, he could.
Even Alfred's butt.
He even does it when he shows up. He's like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Oh, that's Alfred naked. Never mind.
Even when he buys Clark's farm, like, Superman is sort of like, hey, Clark, how much was it? It's a piece of shit farm. Must have been, what, like $3,000? He's like, yeah, but I bought the fucking bank for no reason because I'm an asshole. Something your royal ass wouldn't understand.
No, basically he says, he's like, I bought the bank. I wanted to make some money off this fucking charity.
He did kind of say that. Like he was doing it off for tax write-off fucking purposes.
He's like, yeah, banks come and go. Fuck them, right?
He's like, and I've just written in like 6 shitty movies with Adam Sandler. I'll get a tax write-off for that as well.
This is one of them. You didn't know Adam Sandler wrote it? That's why it sucks.
I think if Adam Sandler wrote it, it'd been 100 times better.
Well, then Steppenwolf would be like, I'm Steppenwolf. And I'm here to take over. Or
you'd have Rob Schneider like doing some Chinese guy.
You can do it, Aquaman.
But yeah, he gets yoked numerous times. Like when he's like, hey, Wonder Woman, I heard your dead boyfriend has a small cock. She like pushed him, right? And she yoked the fuck out of him, and then bringing his confidence more and more down. And then when Superman was whooping his fucking ass, he's like, do you bleed? And then Batman's like, I mean, Alfred's ass does on our fun Fridays. Fucking Wonder Woman's like, no, it's clay.
I'm made out of clay. Zeus made me with electricity and dirt. I'm pretty sure that's the story your mom told you because she didn't want to say he jizzed in her face 12 times, and some of it dripped down to her cunt.
Oh, God. Yeah. And so, like, at the end, like a retired war general, he's just like, all right, I know you guys are better than me, so I'm just going to sacrifice myself in battle. That's literally what he does. And Aquaman is like, your grand plan is to kill yourself? Oh, shit. I've been up. I've been down. When I'm drunk, the fish get horny. Yeah.
Like dicks.
Yeah. And this is the scene now when they're fighting the Mothman, when fucking Aquaman just becomes, yeah, yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there's a brother, my man.
Cyborg's like, if this motherfucker says one more thing, I swear to God, I'm wrapping his dick around his trident and shoving it right back up his ass. Then I'm taking your liquor, bitch. Oh, God. Yeah, and then all Wonder Woman was basically hot so that, everyone could still get wet from the movie.
Yeah, and
girls and guys.
Like, maybe enjoy part of it, even though her acting is flat as fuck and almost makes her less attractive.
One thing you got to give Zach Snyder credit for, he gets the snaps of the ass cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
And then Joss Whedon's for his ass, like, well, if she was 12, it'd be a lot better, but I'll take this.
It's like, I don't know about this. It's not Star Trek.
Why does every ginger, like, orange-haired dude have that balding pattern? I don't understand it.
It's the curse.
Is it literally a like a corny comic book fucking?
I think it's just what happens
comic book
to Irish.
villain, like, huh?
I think it's just what happens to Irish.
Oh, what happens when you drink beer and whiskey, huh?
It's generations of alcoholism and inbreeding.
Well, they definitely are known for that.
Yeah, there aren't that many of them.
Yeah, so overall the movie was just completely retarded, and if I directed half of that shit, I'd probably have suicidal family members as well.
And then Suicide Squad would be the name of my life.
And then when the creep took over and decided to make it lighter and sell me the Justice League cereal like he does fucking Marvel, so that children, could get an Alfred or a Wonder Woman sex toy in it and get offended by it. Because if he's doing that like Marvel, I'm not buying it.
No.
Fuck this movie.
Yeah, this movie fucking.
So like I said, I gave it a fucking 3.
I give it a 4.
And I'll never watch it again. I want to die. I've thought about dying outside of the Justice League, and this just pushes me farther. Now I understand Batman. Maybe that was Ben Affleck's like point. Ban Affleck. Yeah, let's ban Affleck.
Do you think they pre-screened this movie to Snyder's daughter?
I think Snyder
that's what
come
happened.
to the fact Aquaman was going to be in it.
He's
like, oh, Jason Momoa.
Momoa.
I was going to CGI him into the part if I didn't have it.
I thought we got Samoa Joe. What the fuck?
Yeah, so, speaking of Samoa Joes, if you're in Samoa, download us.
Yeah, U.S. Samoa.
Go subscribe on iTunes. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. There's a reason why Amber Heard had a fucking bruise naturally that they didn't need to fucking put makeup for.
Because she was listening to the podcast.
And that's because Johnny Depp was like, I thought your face was a subscribe button for order of opinion.
And I hit it. They told me to do it.
And if you're on SoundCloud, stop looking for the next Florida rapper to fucking ruin your day and go download our shit.
Specifically, right? Tokyo Drift.
Oh, god damn it. No, do not listen to Tokyo Drift. Just because I hate it. It's actually a great episode, but just I hate it. I hate myself. I hate everything about everyone. And that's my no. But yeah, so what do we got coming next? We got, like I said, all the DC movies. So look out for that shit. Even if you don't listen, just fucking give us a pity download. We don't give a fuck.
And I guess
and make up accounts and go fake download it. We don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck.
No one gives a
fuck. Apple started giving a fuck, but fuck Apple, right?
Yeah, Apple can fuck my nuts. That's what they can do.
They could fuck your nuts?
Well, they can try.
They would.
They would.
If you sign it off.
After DC, we have the Blazecomer trilogy, where we get to see young boys smoke weed and come on their faces.
What are we planning to do after DC?
Maze Runner.
We're thinking of doing the Maze Runner. Well, that's what we've come to. So if you actually don't see us alive,
it's probably because of that dumbass movie.
Us alive. It's probably because of Maze Runner. But we're gonna try that. That'll be the next one. And then check out our fucking previous episodes. We did all the. They're all there. We've done a lot of the big movie series.
If
Marvel,
anything came
Harry
out,
Potter, fucking Star Wars, Planet of the Apes, fucking X-Men,
Transformers,
Fast and Furious, the greatest thing that ever existed.
Bro, did literally every major movie series have a movie come out damn near this year?
I wish Paul Walker had a new movie. I wish Paul Walker was like the Tupac of movies. They just had extra cuts of Paul Walker in like different movies, and they just jam it together into one. And it could just be a memoir of Paul. People would pay to watch
Paul.
Yeah, so fucking subscribe and look out for those, and fucking follow our Twitter and our Facebook. We put out our bullshit episodes on there and things that you probably don't want to hear, and admins of Facebooks will call us assholes for saying. Which I don't give a fuck, because like I said, celebrities aren't people. And we probably will say the same thing about real people, but fuck real people too.
Yeah, they all
fuck
suck
us.
dick. Fuck everything.
All right? And fuck you guys for listening. And that's my order of opinion.